Welcome guys, Fabio here. Welcome to my urban bike setup check. I've got the Canyon Torque double crown setup, 27.5 wheels, rear and front. And I'm going to talk a little bit about a setup I'm using here for my Chile video. So the goal for the video was to make it playful, to make it technical, and to also make it fast. So that's why I've been choosing a size M of the whole frame. I'm 187, so I'm quite tall, so the bike feels really playful to me. Very important topic for urban freeriding is the suspension. I'm running Erling suspension, rear and front. In the back I'm running the hardest and stiffest spring I could find. It's a 548 spring, so it's really stiff, and it's really depending. Like for certain tricks I try to make it slow, for certain tricks I try to make it really fast, like the drop from the rooftop onto the bus, onto the streets. I need to have kind of like a slow rebound in order to be able to control the bike when I land on the bus and then jump directly onto the street. On the other hand, I've been using a softer setup, especially in the rear. For example, for the fakie manual where I'm riding backwards down the stairs, I've been almost loosening the spring all the way up, so it feels like really soft and the bike can really like sag in. But then also I've been using a very quick rebound, so each time I'm hitting the stair, like the bike can like quickly adjust itself and try to make it as smooth as possible. Same for the front fork. I've been using different setups for different scenarios, like fast stairs. I've been trying to go a little bit softer, so in general like the bike feels way smoother. But then also for heavy impacts, been putting a lot of air pressure into this, and just to make it as stiff as possible to be able to absorb that high impact. So for tires, I've been using the Pirelli Scorpion, the Enduro M tire, which actually feels like a bit softer, so it's great to have as much grip as possible on concrete, which is really important when you're riding street. You don't want to slip away, and tire pressure is another very important topic when it comes to the whole tire. For certain things, high impacts, big drops, I've been really pumping up the tire almost to like 3.5 bars to make it properly stiff. But then also for certain things where I'm riding, for example, like a super steep stairs down they were actually called stairs of death. You need to have kind of like the perfect pressure in your tires to have as much grip as possible. So I've been running some new components this year. Handlebar and grips are G5. The handlebar is 40 millimeters rise, which is a little bit higher. I really prefer that. And it's the width of 800 millimeters, like that's the standard size. For certain things, I had to cut the handlebar all the way down to 760 millimeters. For example, like through the house, or even riding the stairs of death, super steep, where it got like super narrow. You want to make sure your handlebars don't get stuck somewhere. I've been running DT Swiss rims with some sick decals on it. For certain things, I actually used a different wheel set, a carbon one, to make the bike lighter, just for like the more technical things. And also in my other rear wheel, there's a different cassette with basically one sprocket. Like we cut all the teeth to make it very smooth, so it almost works like a free coaster. So another thing you don't really see are the brake pads. Really depending on what I want to do. For fast pacing stuff, I want to make sure I've got really strong brakes, a lot of power, and therefore I'm using the performance brake pads from Magura. And for like more technical stuff, I really want to have a lot of control over my brake. I'm using the comfort ones. They're still strong, but give you more opportunity to really have a great feeling for the brake. So this is how I set up my bike for freeriding. And the best thing about it, this bike is now available to get in my signature colorway in white and gray, and it will come with a sticker set, so you can basically make yours just look like mine. Only thing which is going to be different is the front fork. It won't come with a double crown fork, it will come with a single crown, so that's good for bar spins, and other than that it's basically the same. So yeah, excited what you say, and enjoy.